For the past 6 months, I have been stalked, harassed, humiliated, you name it. Oh, and also blackmailed. Add that one to the list as well. This all started when I was the first person to blow the whistle on what Ash Trevino was doing on Cameo. It immediately caught the attention of all the Ash Trevino snark pages here on TikTok. But what began in community and support unfortunately ended in a smear campaign that would affect my real life. One of the reasons I avoided talking about this is because it's not fun for one, but also it's so convoluted and it's going to take so many episodes to get through it all. But don't worry, I have receipts for just about everything, so just bear with me and we're going to try to get through this together. We're going to spend the first few episodes by talking about a creator on here named Grace, which I always thought was a really ironic name given the way she conducts herself on here. Grace sure isn't very graceful, to say the least. There is nothing graceful about the way this woman acts. If you know me or have watched any of my previous videos, then you know that I am the last person to support any kind of censorship. But I believe Grace is a dangerous person to have a platform. When I broke the big story about Ash Trevino's Cameo, I was completely shocked to find out how many people actually cared about this. I was new to TikTok and wasn't aware about the extensive lore of Ash Trevino. You see, at the time, I was producing an original documentary series called Madison's Secret. It was about a girl named Madison who I met online over 10 years ago and had remained friends with ever since, even though we had never actually met in person. But that wasn't the interesting part. The reason I was making the documentary was because she had a bit of a problem with catfishing people on Facebook all day. She was quite the prolific catfish, and I had even gotten myself wrapped up in some of her catfishing scandals. That's right, we even catfished a few people together. She's sort of the queen of catfishing, but the queen is nothing without the king, okay? Tonight on Madison's Secret, Madison acts like a total Karen in the Wendy's drive-thru.
So you're stealing my money?
I tell the crazy story of Madison's ex-boyfriend Veda and how I helped Madison catfish him for the last 2 years. So as it turns out, Veda wasn't actually so much interested in Madison's soulful southern cooking as much as he was her welfare check. Madison gets caught in a messy catfish relapse.
I'm like, hey, and I know.
Plus, she has a mental breakdown you will never forget.
Why do I love catfishing random people on the internet? Like, it's a real concern. I can't stop. I just can't stop.
But don't worry, Nikocado Avocado is here to help give Madison a wake-up call. You! Madison's Secret. But now we're beginning to get off track here. So as part of the documentary series, I thought it might be really fun to include cameos from various influencers and celebrities. One of the cameos I purchased was from a creator I'm sure you've heard of by now, Ash Trevino. I barely had any idea who she was, but saw that she was one of the most booked people on Cameo. I thought she seemed like a meme and might be a good fit for my documentary. Long story short, it ended up being a ripoff and not a good addition to my documentary, though it did prove to be helpful in getting me involved with some of the scariest people on TikTok. I'm now going to present to you the cameo that started it all, and then we'll move on to the next part.
Hey Madison, it's Ash Trevino. How are you? Anyways, I heard you catfish guys on Facebook. First off, that's not nice. Second off, I heard you have an S. That's not good. Oh my god, this is gonna be on TikTok for sure. It says for me to say a lot of mean things. I really don't want to. You just moved in with an 18-year-old. What the heck? Ew. No, this is a fake one. Anyways, take care of your nunu and take care of yourself, okay? And yeah, so